Is it already been official that Rangnick will stay the end of the season?
Rangnick has an 18-month deal, or signed 18 months. He's done 6.
But do you think he
and it
will
was
stay?
always believed that he would go upstairs. You've also got there the technical director, which is Darren Fletcher. You've got John Murter.
So not the sport director?
Those two, sporting director. John and Darren appointed Ten Hag. What's Rangnick's job? Apparently we read they've already fallen out, the two of them, about what's required in reports to the board.
Is Ten Hag strong enough to go in there and say, listen, I want my own director of football?
When he came to Ajax, everybody thought he would not stand either, and he did, in a way that nobody thought he would. So therefore, he survived that storm already in Amsterdam. So therefore, that's the reason why they think that he could do the same thing also with Man Utd. The thing is that he needs to convince them to play in a certain way. That's the first thing. But he needs the players also to
What
do
is that
so.
way?
It's a little bit like Klopp and Pep wants to play, the 4-3-3, attacking-wise, wing-backs and things like that. So therefore, he needs to play. He needs to have the players to do so.
I'm slightly confused about that, because Van Gaal has gone the other way.
That's the strange thing. And also with Mourinho, they took 2 coaches who are like twins, because I think that Mourinho learned everything from Van Gaal. Van Gaal went to the World Cup, played 3-5-2, and I thought, oh, I invented a new system and I'm going to do that with every team. Didn't work with Man United. So therefore it was odd. Even now, also that Van Gaal is now the coach of national, he wants to play 3-5-2 as well with the national team.
How is that going down?
He played a couple of times with that system, and they played quite okay. A tournament is much different than anything else. So therefore, and I think that Man United they lost the attachment with the attractive football that they were always supposed to play, and that is played now by City and by Liverpool and by Real Madrid. Play all 4-3-3 systems, and they're all successful. So that's the reason why they want to play a system like that. And also with the players. I don't know how many players will stay there. I don't know how many players will come.
How different do you think he will be then? I mean, we haven't answered the first question, which is, can the two of them work at the same club? But how different will Ten Hag's football be to Ralf Rangnick's? Isn't that the system he wanted to play?
No, he doesn't play it like that. No?
He wants to
I think to your first question, can they work together? I think that's a big question to ask, because what we heard and what I've heard as well is that he wasn't in the decision making. Rangnick was not in the decision making of Ten Hag.
No.
And that also being in the position of next year where he's going to be in the management, that says a lot about him being an important figure in the decision making of players.
Do you think Ten Hag will want him around?
Well, yeah, he has no choice. I mean, at the end of the day, it's the board of Manchester United who makes the decision of Rangnick will stay, yes or no, even though he's already been appointed for after the season in a technical role. So Ten Hag has to they had to deal with Rangnick, but also obvious. I think one of the reasons why Ten Hag said yes to United is that he had an agreement with United to choose his recruitment.
So he got carte blanche.
A carte blanche in a sense, because he got his budget. He got a 200 million budget.
I read today Sébastien Haller is right at the top of his shopping list for 35 million. Do you think that would excite Manchester United?
Yeah, it will be exciting. Yeah. Anyway, so
no, I'm serious.
Yeah. Are you serious? Yeah. Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay. It's okay.
I don't know. It's of course difficult.
Sébastien Haller from Ajax.
To go to
United.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, it won't excite United fans initially, because United fans will remember Haller from West Ham.
Yes.
That's a natural thing for a United fan to think, well, as we were talking about earlier.
What is he going to do then?
What is he going to do there now? He didn't do it at West Ham. But as Ruud said earlier, he's gone to Ajax and found a home for himself, and he scored over 30 goals this season for Ajax. So if I was a United fan, I'm thinking, you know what? Let's see what he's done. This might be a totally different player we get. And the manager obviously knows him, and the manager's obviously got him scoring 35 goals. So why can't he do it for United?
A lot in Europe also.
There you go.
It's always a natural process when a coach comes in the team. He's always linked to his players that he was previously managing. You know, now with Haller, Anthony is another one, the winger Anthony.
Yeah, Anthony from Brazil.
You know, the majority of them. Now we're talking about Donny van der Beek, maybe come back and also has a kickstart, a new kickstart at United for his career at United. So it's always like
He's
a
a
logical
10, isn't
step.
he? That doesn't work in a 4-3-3, does
Yeah,
it?
okay, but that is something that Ten Hag,
No,
how he's going to figure out.
He did with Ajax.
How he's going to figure it out, how he's going to play. Obvious, there's going to be a lot of changes in the players over the summer because we all know players are out of contracts, players want to leave. So that's something that Ten Hag has to figure out. I think with the right recruitment, he can get this band together and he will get them playing how he wants them to play. But it takes time. It takes the right recruitment. It takes everybody to be on board with this philosophy and also with the system. And what I said, I mean, he got to give him time. It's not going to be an easy job. Nobody here said it's going to be an easy job. We've seen it with previous managers. They all failed. Right after Sir Alex Ferguson, so it doesn't.
Mourinho will tell you he won 2 trophies, didn't he?
Yeah,
He won
that's not
Europe
failure.
and won the League Cup.
I mean, if you're talking about winning trophy, we're talking about the Premier League, right? Winning the Premier League is one of the main the priorities for Man United. You always have to be competitive in your domestic league first. Then the tournaments are another thing, the Europa Leagues or the Champions League. But you have to be competitive in the domestic league for a year on, and that's going to be a struggle, not only for him but also for the previous managers.
Well, I look forward to continuing this conversation at another time. Thank you.
Yes.
In the meantime.
I've got an idea. Why don't we do it next week?